Listen to me. If you find yourself frequently thinking any of the following thoughts: I'm effed up out here, I don't have nobody, nobody cares about me, I'm broke, I'm hurting. Listen to me. I've seen some messed up stuff. I hate my life. I hate myself. Nobody wants me. You might need help with your emotional intelligence, friend. You know how we can tell how smart someone is by their IQ, which stands for intelligence quotient? Well, we could tell how emotionally mature someone is by their EQ, or their emotional intelligence, emotional quotient, whatever you want to refer to it as. But let me break it down to you. Emotional intelligence, or your EQ, refers to the ability to recognize, understand, and manage your own emotions, as well as vice versa, the ability to understand and influence the emotions of other people. It's a critical skill that helps you navigate through life with better self awareness, empathy, and social skills. It's important for me to teach other people about emotional intelligence because I have seen the impact that it has on our communities, on my community. I've worked in education and been a counselor for over 10 years now, believe it or not. And I've seen some horrible things, I've heard some horrible things, and quite frankly, if it continues at this rate, like we're gonna self destruct. I mean, look around you; it's kind of happening already. Basically, I've seen the domino effect that it has on the community, and a lot of people on YouTube. So I figure somebody will listen to me, it'll spread, and somehow it'll make a difference. Anyway, back to it. Here are the five components of emotional intelligence. I want you to listen to each one all the way through to the end. Because if you think you or someone that you know needs help with their emotional intelligence, I'm going to share a free way for you to get real life help. All right, here we go. So, number one, the first component of emotional intelligence is self awareness. What is it? Self awareness is the ability to recognize and understand your own emotions, how they affect your thoughts and behavior, and knowing your strengths and weaknesses. Now, why is it important? Self awareness allows you to understand why you feel the way you do, which helps you respond to situations thoughtfully instead of acting impulsively and going off the hinges. Number two, self regulation. What it is: the ability to manage and control your emotions, especially in stressful and challenging situations. It means staying calm and composed and avoiding those impulsive reactions. Why is this important? Self regulation helps you make better decisions, avoid overreacting, and handle difficult emotions like anger and anxiety more effectively. Number three, motivation. What is it? It's the ability to stay focused on goals and maintain a positive attitude, even in the face of setbacks or challenges. Why is this one important? Well, motivation is important because it helps you stay driven and resilient, pushing you to keep going even when things get tough and you don't feel like it. The fourth component of emotional intelligence is empathy. This is our ability to recognize, understand, and share the feelings of other people. It's about being able to put yourself in somebody else's shoes. Why is it important? Empathy fosters strong relationships and helps you connect with people on a deeper level. It allows you to respond to others in a caring and a thoughtful way. Now, the last component of emotional intelligence is social skills. And social skills are your ability to manage relationships and navigate social situations effectively, including communication, conflict resolution, and teamwork. Why is social skills important? Well, because Strong social skills are key to building meaningful relationships and collaborating with other people, as well as managing conflicts in a healthy way. So, there you have it, five components of emotional intelligence, right? So, did any of the ones that I went through sound like you or someone that you know need help? Drop it down in the comments. You could say yes, you could drop a heart, whatever, to let me know that, yeah, either you need help or somebody that you know needs help. 1 second, y'all. My bad. Sorry about that. Now, like I was saying, if you feel like any of the components of emotional intelligence that I just covered sound like you may need help with it or someone else that you know, keep listening because I have a really good source of support for you coming up and I want to share it. But for those of you who are still feeling like you're on a fence, not sure if it's something that you need help with, let me tell you why emotional intelligence is important and why having a high one is important. So, the first reason that it's important to have a high EQ is because it helps improve relationships. People with high emotional intelligence are better at understanding and empathizing with other people or putting themselves in other people's shoes, which helps build and maintain positive, healthy relationships. In our communities, we suck at having healthy relationships. So, if you increase your emotional intelligence, you increase the likelihood that you will be able to coexist in a healthy relationship. People with high EQ communicate more effectively, they handle conflict better, and they connect with people on an emotional level. A lot of times we hear specifically I hear black men saying, "Oh, I'm not good with my emotions. I'm not good with communicating." But if you were to raise your EQ, you might have a better time becoming feeling like you are a good communicator and stuff like that. So the number two reason that it's good for you to have a high EQ is better decision making. Emotionally intelligent people are able to recognize the impact that their emotions have on their choices. By understanding your feelings, you can make more balanced and thoughtful decisions rather than reacting impulsively or being driven by strong emotions like anger and fear. A lot of crime, a lot of violence, a lot of trauma happens in our communities because we aren't emotionally intelligent. And so we're making rash decisions that impact our whole life and we're changing our life in a split second because we made a decision without thinking about how we feel and how our emotions would impact our actions on whatever decision we're making. So, the third reason why having a high EQ is important, and I only have five, so hang in there with me, is increasing resilience. High emotional intelligence helps you to manage stress and adversity. That's when things go wrong. People with high EQ are more likely to bounce back from difficult situations like Big Sean. Last night took a L, but tonight I bounced back and keep a positive outlook, which helps them navigate challenges more effectively because life be throwing curveballs at us left and right. But with a high IQ, we can sit back, take inventory, and be more cool, calm, and collected when those challenges come. So the fourth reason why having a high EQ is important is because you have greater success at work if you are working. And also, if you ain't working, having a high EQ might, I'm saying, help you get your foot in the door because maybe it's some things you need to work on. If you're not having a high EQ, then you can't work with other people. If you can't work with other people, you probably can't have a job. You feel me? So it all goes together. But in a workplace, emotional intelligence is linked to better teamwork, leadership, and communication skills. It helps you navigate complex social situations, collaborate with other people, and manage emotions in high pressure environments, leading to greater professional success. Now, the fifth and final reason why it's important for you to have a high emotional intelligence is because you'll have overall better mental health, and that's something that we really need help with in our communities. People with high emotional intelligence tend to have better mental health because they can manage their emotions, practice self-care, and have healthy coping mechanisms for dealing with stress and negative feelings. Now, after reading these 5 reasons and telling y'all about these 5 reasons why you need to increase your emotional intelligence, if you sound like it's something that you need help with, then I want you to go and click on the little form. I think it says EQ form. Let me just double check. Down in the description, it's titled Emotional Intelligence Group Interest Form. Now, if you want some free help, go ahead, fill out the form. Let me know your preferences. It's going to ask you, have you taken an emotional intelligence test before? If you haven't, there's also a link down in the description where you can find a free one to take. And it takes 2 to 3 minutes to take. Another thing that the quick form, and a form only takes you about 2 to 3 minutes to complete, it asks you about if you've taken an ACE quiz. Now, ACE stands for Adverse Childhood Experience. If you have never taken one, there's one in the description. Again, it takes 1 to 2 minutes to complete. Complete them, get your scores. If you're really serious about getting help, complete this form, and then I'll contact you and reach out to you about the next steps with the group. I hope that you found this helpful. If you did, like it, comment, subscribe, and let's grow together. Enjoy your day. Peace.